Welcome to 30-Second Chances, where we ask deep, contemplative questions and provide far too little time to formulate thoughtful, reflective answers. My guest today is Stephanie Lamond of the San Francisco Recording Academy. Stephanie, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Excellent, thank you. All right, you know the dance, 30 seconds on the clock, and then on to the next question. Are you ready?
I think so. Yes.
Question number one, describe your job to a 5-year-old.
To a 5-year-old. I help musicians and people who make music hang out together and have fun and learn about what they do.
Well, musicians can't hang out together and have fun without your help?
I just make it more flashy and I plan it for them. If they don't want to plan it, I can plan it.
Oh, there's flash involved.
I wouldn't know actually because I joined post-COVID. So I haven't planned a live event yet for them. But I'm guessing there will be.
Flash factor's on hold. Okay, very good. All right, next question. The Stephanie Lamond action figure has just been released. What two must-have accessories are bundled with it?
My glasses. I can't see without them, or contacts.
Are they on the top of your head?
Yes, they are. Chapstick. It's boring. They're boring, but they're always with me. So
I was hoping for something a little more exciting.
I know we could say like the keys to my motorcycle. That's cooler.
There you go.
That's flash.
That's a little better. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, next question. If you could have one pointless or semi-useless superpower, what would it be?
Oh, that's fun. That's so fun. What would I want? Oh my gosh. I've always wanted to fly, but that's like the opposite of pointless and useless.
That's boring.
No, it's not. Oh, it's not boring at all. It'd be so fun. Oh my God, what is the answer to this question? To know how to cook intuitively, like know what I want, like just to be able to like cook really well, like to make something that's really good.
So like gourmet girl.
Or just to like, just to know what to do.
Have a little frying pan on your uniform or something right at the top, you know?
Gourmet girl. It's the effortless chef.
I like it. Okay, next question. You've just had a huge blowout with your significant other. What album do you put on to console yourself and why?
Oh, that's a good one. Probably. I would just pull it out last night. Sigh No More, Mumford & Sons' first album. So many good feel stuff on there. And the last one, Awake My Soul, is the most like emotionally cathartic song in the entire world to me. So there we'll go. I'll just keep it on the player and just play it again.
Just on repeat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll really drive somebody crazy.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'm not coming back in there until she stops that song, god damn it.
Truly. Are you okay? Just like lying on the floor.
Next question. What's the weirdest thing you believed as a small child?
Oh, that if you ate McDonald's, you would die. Because that was about the time that like somebody had like a tainted patty or something and like actually died. But my mom was like into health food too. So just we never ate it. So there was a moment I had a friend that like a childhood tiny friend that was eating it and I like had a meltdown. I was like, you're gonna die. So that was a deeply held belief. And his mom was like, Allison, what are you teaching your children? I did believe that. And now I love it. But
next question. What's the strangest thing you've ever done for money?
I was the office manager of an agency, like a web design agency downtown. And there's a lot of weird stuff that went in with that. Like just like odd tasks. Like we had like, I guess like I had to like carry a bunch of wine around town, like physically carry for like shipments and stuff. But that was just odd because I don't regularly think I'll need to do that. I had to pretend to be my boss's wife on the phone to like approve a car thing once. Or it was odd. Like there were a lot of things where
sounds very shady.
I'm glad I don't work there anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next, you're writing a 1-star review online. Don't tell me what the product is, but quote from the review.
Oh, I wanted to love it so much, but there was this defect that made it unusable. So I truly cannot recommend it. It would have to be something that was like a coldly logical defect. that, because I don't like writing negative. I still probably would make it like 3 stars because I'd be like, they tried. I don't know.
You're just not made for the internet, are you?
No, I'm not. I don't think I've ever written a 1-star review that I could like honestly reference.
Next question. What's the worst mistake you've ever made in a professional setting?
I was editing an audiobook, and one of those like take the job and learn as you go kind of things. And I forgot, or I did not, there was absolute silence in there. Like I didn't keep room tone in behind the entire thing. So it was before I'd learned that that's a no for Audible. So I gave my poor director a heart attack, had to go back through and edit like chapters and chapters again. And that was soul crushing. Don't do it, people.
Next question. What would 15-year-old you be most and least impressed with?
Most impressed that I did it. I'm working in the music industry and that I have like a cool job, and least impressed that I'm not a film composer. That I'm like in the business side rather than like writing music for the next like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings spinoff. There is still time, but that was we'll see.
Okay. If you wore a 10-gallon hat, what would you be hiding underneath it?
Oh gosh.
Don't tell me your glasses.
No, it'd be like a small pet, like a little tiny, like maybe like a tiny dog, like just a little creature I could take off and like hold. Something small and furry. There's not like a right answer to that question.
Something tells me this could turn into a therapy session very quickly.
I just want a little friend.
All right, that concludes our questions. I'm going to put 30 seconds more on the clock, and I'm going to allow you to either answer for me a question you wish I had asked you, or pontificate on something, shamelessly plug something that you're doing, ask me a question, whatever you want. Go.
Well, first, I would like to say, I don't know, if you liked me, follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to be releasing an album this year, and like there's nothing yet, but that's where you'll see things. So it's Lucky Lamond on Instagram. But otherwise, what would you put under a 10-gallon hat, Daniel? I'm going to just turn that right around on you. What's your answer to that?
That's good, because that's the first time I've asked that question, actually.
Fun. It's very fun.
You know what I'm thinking of? Sorry, time's up. No, what I'm thinking of is, so I used to read my kids' books, right? And, you know, one of the books was The Cat in the Hat, I think, Comes Back or something like that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the story is that the cat takes off his hat and there's another cat underneath it with a hat. And then he takes off his hat and there's another, and successively smaller. And finally, like the last cat is like microscopic, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, you know, if I could have little, you know, successively smaller mini me's, you know, like a Russian doll kind of thing.
I like that.
My hat, man, I could get so much stuff done.
You just release them all to do,
you know, it's like
things.
Daniel C is doing that one over there. Daniel Q is over there. You know, I mean, hey, it's great. You know,
I love it.
I love it. So much done. It's awesome.
And they all have to speak in a higher pitched voice the smaller they are.
That's
like
really
a chipmunk.
scary.
But you can see it, right? They'd have to. I don't know why that I connected their voices, but they'd have to be like, hi.
Fair enough. Definitely, Mom. Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you for having me.
Quite amusing, to say the least.
I try.